Today we're looking at the Blacklyte Athena Pro, which is a high-end racing-style gaming chair that's currently selling for $459 on sale. Now, if you're not familiar with Blacklyte, they're a relatively newer brand in the gaming chair space, but they've been making some waves in the industry lately. Now, when I first heard about this chair, I was curious to see how it would actually stack up against the bigger names in the gaming chair industry like Secretlab. And after testing it for the past week, I can honestly say I was pretty impressed. In this video, I'll be giving you my full review of the Blacklyte Athena Pro. We'll go over everything I liked about the chair, as well as the things that I didn't like to help you decide if it's going to be the right fit for you. Now, I just want to mention that this video is sponsored by Blacklyte, but all opinions that you're going to hear are completely my own. I'm going to give you all of my honest thoughts on this chair, the good and the bad. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into the review, starting with the design. So when it comes to the design, the Blacklyte Athena Pro is a typical racing style gaming chair. Now, you probably already know if this aesthetic is something that you're going to like or not. That said, I do think this is a higher end gaming chair in terms of design, pretty much in line with what you would expect from some of the bigger names like Secretlab and Odyssey. What I appreciate about the Athena Pro is that it's pretty minimal compared to a lot of other gaming chairs on the market. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the kind of over-the-top, gaudy designs that some of the gaming chairs go for. You do have the Blacklyte logo in a couple of places, but it's relatively clean and not obtrusive. In terms of versatility, this is definitely a racing style gaming chair, so it'll be more suited for a gaming, streaming, or content creation room. But if you go for a more minimal color like black or white, then I think you could definitely get by in a home office as well. Overall, the design is exactly what you would expect from a racing style gaming chair. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's clean and it looks premium. When it comes to materials and build quality, the Athena Pro feels really good. It feels exactly like you would expect from a higher end gaming chair. Very similar to something like Secretlab or Odyssey. Honestly, you probably wouldn't even be able to tell the difference in terms of build quality unless you were comparing them side by side. The chair uses a one-piece aluminum base, which is a nice premium touch. It also has a full steel frame with a lot of metal components in the armrest and base, which makes the chair feel very sturdy. I didn't notice any creaking or wobbling at all during testing, which is always a good sign. Now, when it comes to the upholstery, the Athena Pro is available in both leatherette, which is like a PU leather material, and a fabric option. I have the leatherette version, which is really good in my opinion. It looks great and has a nice, soft feel to it. Now, Blacklyte claims that it's designed to feel like Nappa leather and has 15 times the strength of standard PU leather. Now, it definitely feels soft and high quality, but I wouldn't say it feels like Nappa leather. It's definitely not as soft as something like the Secretlab NanoGen edition, but keep in mind that chair is like $800. Now, I haven't been using the chair for that long, so I can't really speak on the durability claims just yet, but I will say that it does feel very high quality. Definitely on par with the leatherette material that you'll find on a Secretlab chair. The Athena Pro has a recommended weight capacity of up to 275 pounds and is designed for users up to 6'2" in height. Overall, the build quality on the Athena Pro is excellent. It feels premium and well put together, which is exactly what you want from a chair in this price range. Now let's talk about the actual comfort of the chair, starting with the seat, which is honestly one of my favorite features on the Athena Pro. This seat addresses a major complaint I had with the Secretlab chair. In my opinion, the Secretlab Titan Evo seat was just way too firm. Basically rock hard to the point where my butt would go numb after just a few hours of sitting. But the Athena Pro actually uses a softer dual layer memory foam material in the seat, which I find to be very comfortable. It's a huge improvement over the Secretlab in my opinion. That said, it's still a relatively firm seat that feels supportive. It's not soft and plush where you would sink into it like a memory foam mattress or anything. It has decent give to it, but I didn't have any issues with it bottoming out during extended use. What's also nice is that the surface layer is actually infused with carbon powder and silver ions, which provides odor resistant, mold proof, and antibacterial protection. This is a nice touch, especially if you're someone who tends to sit for long sessions and wants to keep the chair fresh over time. In terms of seat shape, like most of the higher end racing style gaming chairs, the Blacklyte Athena Pro ditches the old school bucket seat design with pronounced side bolsters. You have a much flatter, wide seat, which is good for people who like to sit cross-legged or with one leg tucked under the other. Now, there's no seat pan depth adjustment, but this is pretty standard. Basically, no racing style gaming chairs have this feature. Compared to a regular ergonomic chair that'll typically have a seat slider to dial in the seat depth to your specific leg length, gaming chairs are much more limited in this regard. The chair is recommended for users from 5'6" to about 6'2" and only comes with one size. It would definitely be nice if they offered a small, regular, and XL version like some of the other gaming chair brands do, so this is definitely something you're going to need to keep in mind. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that since the seat is a bit softer, you'll kind of sink into it a bit more, which can make it a bit warmer, especially if you get the leatherette version that's less breathable and tends to trap body heat. Overall though, I still think that this is one of the best seats I've used on a racing style gaming chair. It strikes a really good balance between being supportive and comfortable. The backrest uses a steel frame, which makes it very durable, and it's upholstered with either leatherette or fabric depending on which option you choose. Now, here's the thing about the backrest design. It's a typical racing style gaming chair backrest with a high back design that's pretty much flat with no S-curve like you would find in an ergonomic chair. This is really my main issue with basically all racing style gaming chairs. That said, like all the other high-end racing style gaming chairs, we have an integrated lumbar support system with both height and depth adjustment. You have two knobs, one on each side, that control the height and the depth. This is a significant improvement over budget racing style gaming gaming chairs that will typically have like a cheap lumbar pillow or something. However, in my opinion, it's still not enough to make up for the completely flat shape of the backrest for long hours of sitting. This is why I tend to prefer ergonomic chairs if you're going to be sitting upright and tasking for long periods of time. Now, the backrest also has pronounced side bolsters, which is an issue that I have with pretty much every racing style gaming chair, and the Blacklyte Athena Pro is no exception. These pronounced side bolsters prevent you from being able to shift around the chair. This is just how all these racing style gaming chairs are designed. They're basically modeled after race car seats, where the side bolsters are meant to keep you in place as you're going around turns at high speeds. Now, this may make sense in a race car setting, but it isn't really practical in an office or gaming setting. Overall, the backrest on the Blacklyte Athena Pro is solid. It's well built and it's durable. And in terms of comfort, it's right on par with other high-end racing style gaming chairs. It's not perfect, but really no gaming chair is. It still has all the common pitfalls that pretty much every racing style gaming chair has. Now, when it comes to the recline, the Athena Pro uses a knee tilt mechanism, which allows you to tilt back while maintaining the same back position. The tilt mechanism feels very smooth, which is good for rocking back and forth. You can also lock the chair in a recline position, which is good for lounging since you can stay reclined without needing to engage your core muscles. You also get a tilt tension adjustment knob, which is located under the seat, which is pretty standard for racing style gaming chairs. Now, I would definitely prefer it if it was placed in an area that was easier to access while sitting in the chair. For me, I need to pretty much get up out of the chair and flip it over to reach it, which can be pretty inconvenient since I typically need to adjust my tilt tension pretty often. Now, the main draw for a racing style gaming chair is the independent backrest recline. By pulling the lever on the side, you can recline the backrest and set it at multiple angles. You've got 90 degrees for upright sitting, which is good for tasking or PC gaming, 120 degrees for relaxing, kicking back, and watching shows, and 168 degrees for napping. This recline combined with the tilt mechanism lets you recline back to almost a completely horizontal position, which is really nice for taking breaks. Overall, the recline on the Athena Pro is excellent and works exactly how you'd want it to. When it comes to the headrest, this is actually one of my favorite features of the chair. It uses a magnetic attachment system with a soft memory foam pillow that's actually very comfortable. The magnets make it really easy to position the pillow however you want. Now, of course, there's no true depth adjustment since it's just a pillow, but you can pretty much compensate this by moving the backrest forward if you need to. What I really like about this headrest is just how versatile it is. It's good whether you want to have the pillow against the back of your head or resting in the crook of your neck. It also works well in an upright tasking position or in a reclined lounging position. The headrest is pretty wide and covers a large area, so no matter how you shift around in the chair, you'll feel supported. Now, I will say the magnetic attachment can sometimes make the pillow fall off while you're trying to adjust it, but during normal use, the magnets are strong enough so that I don't really have any issues with it. It can fall off if you shift your head around a lot or if you try to adjust the headrest pillow to an area where there's no magnet coverage. Overall though, I really like this headrest. It's comfortable, it's versatile, and it's easy to use. Now, the armrests on the Athena Pro are very good. These are definitely some of the best I've used on a racing style gaming chair in terms of both adjustability and comfort. They're 4D adjustable with height, width, depth, and pivot adjustments. All of the adjustments are very smooth and every adjustment locks into place, so you don't need to worry about accidentally bumping them out of position. The arm pads themselves are also really good. They're large and have decent softness to them, so they're really comfortable no matter what position you like to use them in. Now, my only issue with these armrests is that the adjustment ranges are not as large as I'd like. For me, when the width adjustments are all the way in, the armrests are still a little bit too far apart. The arms also don't go low enough to get them out of the way when I'm not using them. I feel like I can't scoot up close to my desk without bumping into them, and I can't push it under my desk to save space. That said, these are pretty minor gripes. Overall, the armrests are really good. They're basically identical to the armrests that you'll find on other high-end gaming chairs like Secretlab. So now let's talk about value. You can get the Blacklyte Athena Pro for about $459 right now, which is significantly cheaper than most other high-end gaming chairs. I think this is a really good value. Based on my experience using pretty much all the other high-end gaming chair brands, I can honestly say that the Blacklyte Athena Pro is right up there in terms of quality and comfort at a much lower price. The chair comes with a 3-year warranty that you can extend up to 5 years. And yes, it seems like all the major gaming chair brands these days are doing this thing where you get a standard 3-year warranty and then you can extend it by 2 years if you post about the chair on social media. Now, I've always said this, but I really don't like it when brands make you jump through hoops to get the full warranty. In my opinion, they should just always give you the max warranty. But like I said, it just seems like this is kind of the standard in the gaming chair industry these days. And while it's a bit annoying to have to post on social media to get the extra warranty, it's still probably something you should do if you're going to be spending this much money on a chair. Overall, I think this chair is a great value for the money. It offers pretty much everything you would expect from a higher end gaming chair like a Secretlab, but at a significantly lower price. It has all the same features and adjustability, arguably better comfort in my opinion, and it costs less. They also offer several different color options to choose from, including some designs from popular esports teams that they've partnered up with. Now, you don't get nearly as many options as Secretlab, but it's still a start and they're most likely going to add new color options down the line. But personally, I still kind of just prefer the simple and clean colors like black or white. So if you're in the market for a racing style gaming chair, then the Blacklyte Athena Pro is definitely something you should consider. Overall, I really like the Blacklyte Athena Pro. It's a well-built, comfortable racing style gaming chair that competes head-to-head with the bigger brands in the space. The seat comfort is really good, the build quality is solid, and you're getting a ton of features and adjustability for the price. The softer dual-layer memory foam seat is a huge improvement over chairs like the Secretlab, which tend to be way too firm. That said, it still has some of the typical limitations of racing style gaming chairs. Again, the flat backrest with side bolsters isn't ideal for long hours of upright tasking, and the lack of a seat pan depth adjustment or multiple size options means that the chair won't fit the widest range of users. So if you're larger or smaller than the recommended height range of 5'6" to 6'2", then this might not be the best fit for you. But if you're looking for a racing style gaming chair and you want something that's comfortable for gaming, streaming, or lounging, the Blacklyte Athena Pro is an excellent choice at a competitive price point. So if you're interested in checking out the Blacklyte Athena Pro, I'll have a link to it down in the description. And if you have any questions about the Blacklyte Athena Pro or want to know how it compares to other gaming chairs on the market, feel free to leave me a comment down below.